Swadika, thank you for joining us for the midday edition of NBT World Brief right here on NBT and NBT World. You're with me, Kritika Kluat. For the first story today, the digital library of the late travel creator known as HLUN Solo is securing a 50-year shield under Thai law as authorities step in to clarify exactly who controls the popular YouTube channel. The Department of Intellectual Property, or DIP, confirms that the videos remain protected for half a century, starting from their first publication. According to DIP Director General Oramon Saptavitam, YouTube videos qualify as protected audiovisual works under the Copyright Act of the year 1994. She notes that the name HLUN Solo became the legal copyright holder the moment the footage was created. This status grants the right to reproduce, adapt, or broadcast the material and to sue for any infringement. Whenever a video was uploaded to the platform, that moment served as its first public release, officially starting the 50-year protection window. Following the creator's passing, these intellectual property rights can be transferred as an inheritance, exactly like a house or a bank account. If a valid will exists, the rights pass directly to the named beneficiary. Without a will, the rights fall to statutory heirs. The department advises the relevant heirs to gather the deceased documents and petition a court to be formally appointed as estate administrators. Securing that court order is the required step to legally take over the YouTube account, manage the channel, and distribute any ongoing revenue. Now turning to the economy, the Government Housing Bank, or GH Bank, is preparing to push more than 123 billion baht in fresh loans into the economy in the second half of this year, turning to artificial intelligence to widen housing access for low-income earners and freelance workers. According to GH Bank Managing Director Mahathana Amphorn Pisit, the bank plans to deploy digital technology, AI and data to upgrade its services while consulting with relevant agencies on new credit programs for energy transition and second-hand home purchases. He revealed that the institution will specifically use AI credit assessment and alternative data to evaluate loan applications. That shift aims to clear unsold inventory in the market and open doors for those traditionally locked out of housing loans. Meanwhile, the bank reported strong results for the first half of the year. It extended about 123 billion baht in new loans, marking a roughly 15% increase from the same period last year. This covered about 114,000 accounts, including more than 58,000 low to middle income borrowers who received loans of up to 3 million baht. Additionally, customer assistance measures have allowed over 1 million distressed accounts to return to normal status or close entirely. Looking ahead, the GH Bank head stated that the bank has set a target to disburse 246 billion baht in new loans for all of 2026.
ครับครึ่งปีหลังนะครับเราก็มีตั้งเป้าหมายว่าเราจะปล่อยสินเชื่อปล่อยใหม่นะครับได้ประมาณมากกว่า 240,000 ล้านนะครับที่เราตั้งเป้าไว้นะครับแต่ว่าในสินเชื่อปล่อยใหม่นี้เนี่ยมันก็ยังมีความท้าทายหลายอย่างนะครับทั้งปัจจัยภายนอกนะครับแล้วก็ปัจจัยในประเทศนะครับในฐานะที่เราเป็นธนาคารของรัฐนะครับเรามีหน้าที่ดูแลลูกค้ามีหน้าที่ดูแลคนไทยนะครับไม่ว่าเศรษฐกิจจะดีหรือไม่ดียังไงเราก็ต้องปล่อยสินเชื่อให้เข้าถึงมือลูกค้าให้ได้เราต้องให้โอกาสคนไทยให้เขามีบ้านนะครับตามภารกิจของเรา
Thailand's government is fast-tracking relief for old car owners who lost their state welfare benefits as more than 200,000 appeals pour in from across the country. Deputy Government Spokesperson Rashada Thanadirek elaborated that the Cabinet has acknowledged new rules for the 2026 welfare registration. The Department of Land Transport is now gathering data from all transport offices and district service centers to pass to the Ministry of Finance. The government says people do not need to file appeals, and the final count of those getting their benefits back will be announced after the data is fully checked. However, it is noted that the data is staggering. According to the Transport Department alone, more than 210,000 people have filed appeals, covering about 370,000 vehicles. The vast majority are motorcycles, along with about 64,000 cars and about 2,000 other vehicles. Nakhon Ratchasima province has the most appeals, followed by Chiang Mai, Lampang, Phetchabun, and Narathiwat. The main reasons for lost benefits were vehicles exceeding age limits, along with unregistered transfers and decommissioned vehicles. The new rules reflect real life more fairly by excluding older vehicles. Motorcycles aged 15 years and older no longer count, nor do cars, trailers, or agricultural vehicles aged 20 years and older. Meanwhile, the government has linked agency databases to reduce paperwork and appeals. Anyone wanting a review can apply until the end of next month, though final approval still depends on the program's rules and conditions. And our final story this afternoon, Thailand is preparing to legally classify hydrogen as a fuel, opening the door for state authorities to regulate the clean energy source that is starting to power the transport and energy sectors. According to a source at the Ministry of Energy, the Department of Energy Business has drafted a ministerial announcement to officially designate hydrogen as a fuel under the Fuel Trade Act of the year 2000. The source notes that hydrogen currently falls outside the legal definition of fuel under Section 4 of that act. Because of this gap, the government lacks the legal mechanisms to effectively oversee trade, enforce standards, and protect consumers as the use of hydrogen expands across the country. That shift forms a key part of the National Energy Plan, known as NEP, which drives the transition toward a low-carbon economy and society. The Energy Business Department states that this effort aligns with the draft Fuel Management Plan running from 2024 to 2037, along with the Ministry's 5-year action plan covering 2023 to 2027. Beyond regulatory oversight, the primary goal of this legal change is to build consumer confidence. The ministry emphasizes that officially designating hydrogen as a fuel will support the broader adoption of clean energy. This step is designed to help Thailand achieve its ultimate targets of reaching carbon neutrality and net zero emissions in the future. That wraps up this edition of NBT World Brief. For more stories, simply scan the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Until next time, คุณจิกา คลวด สวัสดีค่ะ